I mean, the thing is, I wanted to get a pet because I mean I have a dog, but I cannot see him much, and he's kind of old. He's like 13 years already, and I wanted to get a pet because I wanted, I wanted to make myself responsible, because usually I'm not very responsible. So I'm like, okay, getting a pet is gonna make me responsible for sure. And I was talking to my dad, and I wanted to get a hamster, and my father was like, but like hamsters like doesn't take like much time, because I wanted to build as well like like a link, like a love link between my pet and me. And yeah, and I was like investigating, and I couldn't do much with a hamster. Like he could like maybe follow you or something, but he would only follow you for food. So then I was like, I don't know what to do. And my dad was like, what if we get a duck? And I really like ducks, and I really love ducks. And I think my family had ducks before. And I was like, wait, what, a duck? And he was like, for like 2 weeks, he was sending me every day information about ducks. And then I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And we got a duck. I mean, it's really chilling. It's true that he had to go like surgery and stuff. My family and I, of course, were really worried because we thought he was like gonna die. Because he ate 3 nails and 1 rock. And like the nails were bigger than his mouth and his throat and everything. I don't know how he swallowed them. So he swallowed 3 of them, and he had to go surgery and stuff. And he was like really weak for like 1 week and stuff. But then he got better, and now he's like really chilling. I mean, in August, he's gonna make 1 year already.
Try and remove some of these, well, just strong supports in the current meta right now. I think that G2 have more than enough engaged that I'd be surprised if they went for something like a Leona. If they want, I mean, I was thinking maybe a Braum. Sivir Braum can be very good, but I don't know if they really need that type of protection. Bard. I mean, I'll be honest,
nothing more need to be said.
No, yeah, just Bard. You know, I'm a little surprised. I feel like that they know something that I don't. It could also just be a situation where Bard is a good matchup into Tahm Kench. Maybe they're worried about it as a bot lane. But there's the range support that I was expecting. I wasn't really expecting a little more engaged to come through because, as I said, Sivir Wukong is already enough. You've got a very solid front line, and Gnar is still available. So G2. Oh, I say that. Well, Team BDS, I expect to kind of answer with that because I think it's pretty good into the matchup at the very least early.
I was gonna say though, you say the Gnar is still available. The Gwen can be flexed into mid, and we did see Caps go for it. So the Kennen gets locked in here. Again, another good counter into something like the Gwen. And we'll see what the side of Team BDS want to go for here. And I kind of feel like right now they need just, again, another little bit of damage to kind of maybe smooth out this team fight competition. Because they're kind of going team fight for team fight right now.
Okay, so right now Zoe is looking to be the pick. Zoe's a bit of an all-round champion. She's typically, well, good at poke. She has very good lane pro, and she makes a lot of sense when you want to pair her with an aggressive early game jungler because they pair up very nicely. She guarantees you that push, and also she can set up very nicely with her bubble. She's not the best in terms of team fights because she's very reliant on being able to land those skill shots, which are pretty unreliable if she's not able to land the sleep. But G2 are fully committing to the team fight. They've gone for double AP solo laners. They've got 80 jungle, and then obviously Sivir, which is a teamfight monster. I think that, like, when you look across the compositions, G2's makes a lot of sense. Relatively short range. I mean, very short range, actually, across the board. But when facilitated by a Lulu and a Sivir, it's just so much actual engage potential. They want to be in your face, they want to be sticking to you, and they want to be fighting to you. And I think that Kennen is a good answer to that because, again, Kennen loves it when you charge into you. Aphelios kind of loves it when you charge into him as well. And then Tahm Kench
flashing because they want to get the stun down. You can see Syncroft's looking for him, and they know there's no flash on a Gwen. First blood to BDS. And we talked about BrokenBlade on this Gwen. That's not a good start.
That was a really Herald has spawned, and look, these resets have come through, and here comes the collapse.
They're going to try and collapse on the Gregor Sivo as BrokenBlade pops down the needlework. He does get a 2-man stun, but can he get out alive? That is the question. The answer is yes, he can. And now we're going to see a 2v2 on the top side. As we can see now, Jankos and BrokenBlade trying to run away. Jankos hasn't got anywhere to be, and Syncroft takes down the enemy jungler. Limit with a very good timely roll, keeps that in the favor of BDS.
And just in time, Syncroft comes in to save the day. Beautiful play from BDS, and a really good rotation overall. That investment in towards bot, allowing Limit to then get that reset off to then rotate up towards this top inhibitor, and that the timing was just perfect for BDS. And now they will secure a Herald. They'll get themselves another kill because they know that BrokenBlade is bot to guarantee this push. But make sure that this walks into the tower, and then they'll walk into the bot river to set up for the next trade.
We'll even see they're just kind of aggressively pushing forward with the Hextech Rocket Bell pushing themselves in. They won't get the tower just yet, but it is just one push away. And now with the Hex Flash over the wall, Syncroft might fancy himself. He finds himself a Caps who does get himself a Demonic Ascension, but the Lulu is dead, as is the Sivir. They don't want the Dragon Venius, they want the kills, and that seed that you knew needed blood is starting to get pretty damn big into a tree. Yankos, though, you can see the power of this Swain really moving forward now. They can't kill off the Swain. Caps is still alive. One more auto attack will do it, and next body will pick up a double kill now. BrokenBlade, can he get anything else? Syncroft is just so on point to protect his bot lane, and BDS get everything.
History just seems doomed to repeat itself as BDS dominate G2 in the 5v5. They pick up 4 kills in exchange for 1. Wow, I was not expecting this to be part of the plan, but Syncroft, he saw the play, uses the Hex Flash over the wall, gets the flash out from Flackhead. A good ultimate comes in from Xmatty from the backline as well, and then the Wombo combo just comes through. The commitment onto 3 was beautifully done, and then Caps, he lands a good route here, and you think at this point they can turn it around. But look at Aggressivo, he walks away with just barely any HP, does end up dropping, but now we're back live.
They want to go again, Syncroft is unafraid. Actually, never mind, Syncroft is very afraid. Never mind, he's going to jump back. Looks like he was hexfracting back over the wall. The Drowsy does come in, that's going to be onto Yankos, a double knock-up here. And yes, you may have got the Dragon G2, but do you get out with your lives? The answer is no. It's still 2 minutes till the Baron, but G2, they're getting slapped about the place.
That they are. BDS are leveraging their early game advantages and converting it into winning team fights. BDS are playing these fights very, very well. An important thing to note, Syncroft didn't hit the bubble target of Yankos. He left him for the rest of his team, and he actually knocked Lulu into the wall, which allowed them to secure 2 quick kills off the back of that fight. So props to BDS, they're playing these fights well. The gold lead is continuing to get bigger and bigger. Xmatty finds himself 4-0-2, and it just seems that BDS is the kryptonite of G2.
They really, really are, and we can even see here, Syncroft, he kind of like beats it out. Look, he's like, oh, I'm leaving, don't worry about it, we're not going to fight this. Never mind, haha, I lied. And then he goes straight back in, because they know they're just stronger at this point.
And look, the Drowsy lands onto the Wukong, they don't commit though, and then the 2-man knockup comes in as, I apologize, it's BrokenBlade that ends up getting knocked into the wall, not the Lulu. But regardless, the result is still the same. BDS find themselves with 2 kills. They do lose out on the Drake, but this type of early game is not one that we've seen for BDS outside of the last time when they played against G2.
I was going to say, the last time we saw BDS look this good was against G2, and that's kind of an interesting sign to say the least, but now you're looking at a 2.5 item Aphelios against a 1 item Flackhead. Flackhead will be relevant in the late game, but you got to get to the late game. This Aphelios is still huge.
They have 5 members. Yankos is looking for the fight.
He's looking for the fight, looking for a 1v1 right now. Does pop it down onto Xmatty, and Xmatty's dead. Yeah, ooh, Limit, he flashed in, and that's going to try and save his 80 carry, and it's just not going to work. BDS, you can see it there, the little bit of inexperience, not quite able to kind of keep themselves on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, that was a good crafty play from G2. Just flip the Baron.
They're just kind of committing right now. There's going to be a TP into the pit. Limit trying to see if he can play keep away as Yankos gets knocked back. That's the dummy though, that's not even Yankos. You got baited just as much as they did, and there's going to be the Kennen going down. Now Limit trying to go for it. You've no Poppy, and BDS, your early game was fantastic, but G2 are just running you down around the Baron pit. You cannot close out this game just yet.
BDS felt pressured to try and secure the Baron. You're right, you called it. That Poppy ultimate baited me just like it baited BDS, because I was convinced that Yankos was gone, and the call to then turn for a fight in a 4v5 was good. But Yankos was still there. G2 was able to turn it around. Let's see if BDS can stop this Baron.
You've a 3-item Aphelios if he wants to come over here, but it's so risky to go over. He thought about it and then went straight back to pushing in that mid lane. So that's going to be Baron now for G2. That's a fantastic little Red Bull Baron power play to bring them nicely up to that Dragon. The old Scara quote.
So let's have a look at it. Let's just keep our eyes on Syncroft and Yankos here, because really, I think if this ultimate had landed onto Yankos, it would have been massive, but he uses the decoy, dodges away from it, and then look at the turn onto Aggressivo. He gets polymorphed, he gets 1 shot, and then Syncroft tries to flash over the wall to help him, but Limit is isolated. Xmatty and Nuclear Ink can't do anything. The Baron is actually killing Xmatty here, and G2 is in just such a better position to win out on the fight.
They haven't really gotten everything. You see Aggressivo, he wants a TP, and that's exactly what they're going to go for, but it's been spotted out. They know it's coming in because they have got a ward. Now he knows he's been spotted. Aggressivo flashes in. Yankos trying to take out Targamas. They get the double man knockup, but it's a Lulu. So difficult to actually burn that health bar down with the fight on 2 fronts. 3v2 and a 3v2, but look at the Aphelios. Limit goes down, and there's Xmatty. Gets a double kill, but this BrokenBlade scissors, it's just too damn big. BDS tried everything. They threw everything in the kitchen sink, but G2, they have gotten themselves to the late game.
G2 commandingly win the team fight, and they will secure themselves the Dragon Soul. It was such a good early game for BDS, but they faltered in the mid game. They lost the Baron, and G2's team comp came online. They're looking to take down as many members as possible. BrokenBlade will pick it up.
And then you smash that Kryptonite into a million bitty pieces, that's not really going to do you much good. As we can see here, again, Aggressivo, he really wanted to make this one work, but he's onto the support and jungle, not exactly priority targets.
And you can see that Nuclear is just so far away from the fight, and BrokenBlade's in a position that makes it awkward for the backline of BDS to really follow up, which allows the two solo laners of G2 to win out on this 2 versus 3. The damage initially looks quite good for Xmati, but BrokenBlade is so healthy that he, alongside the rest of G2, can just clean up the fight. And just a well-played fight overall from G2. They handled the flank very well. They were able to...
Nice there, bubble there onto Flacket, who does soak it up there with the spell shield, but now it's becoming more difficult and difficult. BDS are being pulled, stretched around the map. They need to make a decision. They try to go onto BrokenBlade, but it's a level 17 Gwen who is immune, and Caps tries to make that one work. Now Xmati without a Tam Kens to save him, and Caps feeling confident. Caps goes in with the Wild Growth to get the knockup. Aggressivo is there. The Moonlight Vigil is pretty decent, but no one goes down beside of G2. I lie. Caps is finally taken out, and it's a trade-off of a 1-for-1.
I love the aggression from G2. They saw the window, but Xmati saw it started.
Here we go. They're going to have the pink one in the back of the pit. It's going to be 50-50. It's going to be Camino, and it's stolen! G2 Jankos will get himself the Baron, and Xmati will just turn back onto these teammates, but he cannot do anything else. G2, they just absolutely decimate BDS. You have to go for something.
BDS just cannot find a Baron. Jankos took it away earlier, and he takes it away again. With a soul, with a Baron, with a Nexus in their eyes, G2 is looking to go to 7 wins.
And they will destroy their Kryptonite, put it into the back of their minds. You only beat G2 Esports once, BDS, and they should be able to get themselves up to 7-5. And all of a sudden, our playoff race is hotting up.
G2, typical in G2 fashion, they're looking for more kills, they're looking for more fights. The ultimate will come out from Synkrov. Oh, Caps could be in some danger.
Delivered. Delivered to the Fountain Laser. I'd like to see that, but G2, they've got Flacket on the Nexus. This is going to be the win, and this is going to be them very much securing themselves towards that playoff spot.
A scary start to the game for G2. The early game was looking